Hi Aries, welcome to your 2nd to the 9th of October 2023. So this is going to be a general read for the week ahead, okay? So if you want to book a reading, there is the 3-month reading, it's still on deal. I keep saying I'm going to take it off, but then people keep booking and I'm like, yeah, I'll kind of leave it for a little bit till people get it. Okay, so it's in the I dot, so you've got the next 3 months, you've got the Divine Masculine, you can book a face-to-face. Some of them are much more expensive, but check out the deals. And again, for those people who want to coach with me, all of that, it's in the I dot. If you want to join the locals membership, I've got a brand new membership, it is below. Check it all out because it's going to have all exclusive content, and obviously with social media and just, you know, the works and all of that, we've got a plan, you know. Okay, so let's take a look and see what's coming up for yous. We're going to keep it short and sweet because I'm pressed on time. Okay, so what are we seeing for Aries this week, please? Okay. So I feel like for some of you might be dealing with a non-contact situation. For the Aries man, I think you need to be careful with a woman who's unstable. This can be a woman who's codependent. She can be jealous. She can be possessive. Listen, we ain't got time. Like, you know, and for the women who are cross-watching for an Aries man, like, he's busy. You know, a lot of you women want a man who's a provider and a protector, and then you want him sitting at home in bed. I mean, me too, naked, all of it. But that's not the point, okay? On a serious note, I feel like if you're cross-watching with an Aries, like, just turn it in. Aries are very driven people. They're very ambitious people. They need the space. Like, he'll come back when he's ready. Don't suffocate him. I think I said that last week. For the Aries woman, you might have an Earth moon, or you might have an Earth ascendant, Capricorn, Virgo, a Taurus. And the message here is you've got to get on top of your coin. So money could have come to a complete halt. This could be losing a job. This can be clients aren't coming in. You might be self-employed. It really is a hustler's game now, because there is just so many people who are struggling. So you really have to be a hustler now. And that doesn't mean you have to be a dog. It means you have to find you either have to find the best products, create the best products, create the best service, get the book out there, put your name out there, work hard, get in the scrap, because there's just so many people doing it, okay? So, yeah, some of you Aries women, I think you need to kind of pull yourself straight. Don't be feeding fear. Don't be, like, sitting around in your head and your fears and, like, oh, my God. And listen, that's not going to fix anything. We've all done it, okay? This is where we lose a job. Shit comes in unexpectedly, we go into paralysed mode. So what happens there is the brain paralyses, it breaks, the body starts moving into intense fear. But listen, that's not going to fix anything. You're going to fix it. You're going to gangster, you're going to be like, okay, this is fucking hard, and you're going to do what needs to be done, okay? So yeah, some of yous, I think as well, this is about leaving your job. So I feel like some of yous are kind of in some like dead end job, and it's just low vibe, and it's really, really pulling at you. Sometimes you just got to burn your boats, and that means basically just being like, I'm out, like, you know, throw yourself in the deep end and then deal with it accordingly. Because I feel like some of you, I feel like the environment you're in is like really aggressive. It can be full of bullies, okay? So that's what the Strength card reversed is. It can be a pack of people. This is happening a lot, and it's because you know, most people are truly weak. That they're weak. You know, so what they do is they look for a common enemy to bully. Right, like it's like, oh, you don't want to play along, you don't want to sit with us, so we'll just talk about you every day and make you uncomfortable on the job. You know, and I'm not saying this happens everywhere. There's plenty of companies where people go, they all get on, the brothers, the sisters, you know, there's plenty of those places, but there's also plenty of toxic places where people go and they make people feel uncomfortable, and it's just nasty and it's cliquey. So I think some of yous are going to have a bad reaction to these people, because you're an Aries, right? You're not going to be taking no shit, you're not going to be letting people, like, so I feel like some of yous need to leave this job. Like, it's just better, like, leave the toxic with the toxic, all talk about each other, gonna go enjoy, you know, because when you get out of this, you're just going to be so much happier, so much lighter, you're going to be away from these devil entities. It's going to be better for you, okay? So yeah, the time is now for some of yous to do it now. I feel like for the feminine, if you're a Leo, if you're a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, just be careful. Like, I feel like you're stressing this man out, and this man might walk away, or he might start looking for other options. The Aries energy is the Queen of Wands reversed. So for the Aries woman, I feel like you're hyper aggressive this week, but there was just a full moon in Aries. I feel like you're frustrated. People might be, you know, maybe people are retaliating on you because you're the one who's basically doing shit to, like, hurt these people. Because the Queen of Wands reversed is just like not a nice person. She's a bitch, she's a whore, she's a cheat, she's a liar, she ruins people's reputations, she's just nasty, she's fake. You know, so she's the type of bitch who's like, hi, okay, and then she's like, oh, I hate that bitch. You know, like it's like, just don't talk to the bitch then, like keep it clean across the board, you know, let it be what it is. But yeah, I feel like this could be you. The other side of the coin is some of years it's not that you're doing that, it's what people are doing, it's what you're in financially, it's you're just frustrated. The Queen of Wands upright is very confident, she's very self-assured, she knows she can fix anything, she moves fast. Whereas the Queen of Wands reversed has lost her confidence, she's very insecure, she's in a situation where she kind of feels like she's powerless in the situation. So some of you, it's not that you're being mean to other people. Oh God, the Aries man's coming up reversed as well. This could just be in general, like you might be single, nothing's going on, there's no beef, there's nothing. It's more, you're just the situation you find yourself in, you're struggling to gain confidence and power to fix it. But you can. But you're not going to fix it in a fragmented energy and a flappy ass energy. You're going to fix it by putting your ass in a seat and writing a set of goals, confronting whatever your personal situation is. Don't react this week, because there is a tendency to be very frustrated and very unhappy and triggered and then lash out. Okay, now sometimes, you know, I will always say this, people will say, you know, violence is never the answer. I don't agree. Sometimes it is the answer. But should you have to go to violence, you want to use violence as a last resort. Weak men use violence as a first resort. Okay? Now this can be, you know, it can also be verbal aggression, all of this, right? You use it as a last resort. Powerful people are like, no violence is on the table. Should it have to be? But it's the last resort, it's not the first one. Okay? Because some of you here, I'm getting like, some of you have got like heavy impulses coming up within you, heavy triggers. Some of you might feel like you can book a coaching session in if you need to speak to me, because this is what I do, but you might feel like impulsive reactions that you can't control. And what's happening here is your primal state is starting to take over your vessel to the point of you can't consciously control your impulses and your frustrations. But in general, you know, lots of meditation this week, lots of taking yourself away from things and people that are, you know, just not good for you. Some years it's money. Some years you've got no love in your life. Some years you're just stagnant, you're stuck, you're frustrated. But the other side of the coin is you're not getting up and taking action. And there's no worse a place than that place, and we've all been in it, when it's like your fucking life's shit and you're shit and everything about it's shit, and you're just sitting there going, life's shit, and you've got all, you know, like, but you're just brooding. And just like, I feel like as well for some of you, you've got like a partner who just like, this person is jobless, like this person is bored, this person is, maybe you've got like loads of ambitions and you're quite busy, but this person just does nothing. And it's like, and they're always wanting your time and energy, and it's like, I've got a job, I've got things, commitments, family, like. So yeah, I feel like someone is frustrated this week. This could be someone who ends up in, you know, getting arrested. This can be someone who ends up in a psych unit. This is where the reaction this week is quite intense, especially on the back end of the Aries moon. For some of you Aries, it could be just, like I said, there is things in your life that you kind of need to take control of. Like, stop sitting in it. Okay, you're unhappy. So we've established that. So what are we going to do about it then? Because sitting in unhappiness is only going to make you more unhappy. Like, you know, like, you could start joining a gym, you could go to, if you're extra aggressive, you could either, some people, if they do kickboxing, I know this, for me, you get more aggressive, so be careful with that. So sometimes people try to combat aggression with aggression, that can end up being a disaster. So sometimes what you actually need to do is, when you're very aggressive, apply the the parasympathetic nervous system. What this does is takes you out of the aggressive system. Whereas if you go do kickboxing and you're hyper aggressive, you can start becoming really aggressive, right? I know it sounds counterproductive, but you can. But some of you, you might want to let off steam. You might want to go and punch a bag. You might want to go and get a boxing trainer. You might want to do a high activity sport where you're able to offlet what you're feeling, and that might really help, okay? But this is a week for the Aries woman especially, and the Aries man though, to get productive. Do not sit around brooding. Do not sit around. Doesn't matter what people are doing. And I think for those who are being tested by other people, the reaction is exactly what they want. You've got to understand these matrix. What they do is they do all kinds to goad you. They bully you. They're disgusting. And then they use the system against you. I do. They use the busies and they use the system. Like, they're just fucking dogs, like, So with these, you'd have to use their game against them. Don't start, like, punching them out and having bad reactions. Just use their game against them, right? But yeah, I think some of you are definitely dealing with some pretty nasty twats. But they want a reaction from you. They're trying to goad you. It could be in a job. It could be in, whatever, right? And your job is to keep in control of yourself, right? Because he who angers you controls you, right? He owns you. He owns you. He's got you. You're stressed out, you're triggered, you're fucking twitchy, right? Like, he's got you. He doesn't have to touch you. He's already done it. Okay? So, but I do think some of you use Aries this week. You need new energy. You need to, some of you are frustrated. You need to be careful with your reactions to people, but set strong boundaries with people. Okay? So some of you are coming up a bit meek at the minute, a bit kind of passive. You might be worn out, you might be struggling. Now's not the time to be meek though. There's too many predators out here. Okay, some of you, your own shadow is attacking you. So this is where we've got blocked energy centres, and it's where we've been repressing our shadow. This way you see people deeply angry, deeply rageful, but what's been happening is they've been brooding, and so there's an energy that's collected up within them. And that energy is now fighting them. It's like a virus. It's like a virus that kills a toast. Okay, so yeah, some of you, it's all about, you need to sit in your shadow, you need to sit in your energy, and you need to let the energies, like, wake up and confront them and calm yourself down. And I feel like some of you with the Lovers card reversed, the Nine of Pentacles reversed, some of you are single, finances are not great right now. You're just not happy, you're just feeling like, and some of you are quite successful, but you just feel like it's not enough. So I think you're triggering yourself. Like, some of you are quite successful, but it's like you keep pursuing more and more and more. Just stand still. Appreciate what you've got. Whatever you're going through, use it as an opportunity to learn. It's like, thank you, God, thank you. Your enemies, take it. Give me it all. Do not start tipping it. I want it deep. Do not start pissing about. This is serious, right? I'm being serious though, right? And stop twitching. Use everything that everyone's throwing at you, just the world, the stress, your own self, and go, okay, like, what could I? Because when you start turning it into like a Rubik's cube where you can learn from it, and you can, like, it's amazing. Your enemies just keep throwing fucking knives, and you're like, boom, 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 and they're like, throw guns, do something, right? Do something. And this gun just won't leave, like, it's like when people are trying to get, like, reactions, and you're just calm, and it's just like, I know it's hard though, it's definitely challenging right now, but the more that you work on your vessel, and the more that you learn to control yourself and your impulses and your rage, and you learn to understand yourself. And some of you are deeply miserable right now, and you're making enemies, and these enemies not going to have it. This is another thing. You're making enemies, and people will come for you. So I think there was another sign. Just think through your reactions this week. Just if you go, there's a quote where it says, if you're going to go all the way, or don't even start. So the message here is, and some of you need to get up, you need to get new energy, you need to get your confidence back, you need to get in the gym, you need to, like, some of you are loveless, sexless, your fucking money's everywhere, you're miserable. Okay, what are you going to do then? The only way from here is up, right? Some of you are successful and you're still mad about everything. Okay, so there's a problem then. Okay, maybe you need to balance your success with more of a personal life, a sex life, more freedom. So I think this week for Aries, it's all about balancing yourself out, staying balanced, being careful with your reactions, stop letting other people frustrate you, stop letting them pull at your energy, take care of business, take care of your shit, doesn't matter what you're in, get up and gangster. You can only lose if you stop, you know, and that's it, you know. And a lot of people are choosing misery and they're sitting in their own misery. The world owes you nothing. And I think a lot of people, you know, including myself, like, I know some of you have really been hurt and betrayed and it's disappointing, but okay, thank you. The trash took itself out. Okay? A lot of people are being revealed now. You're seeing the true face of yourself. You're seeing a true face of a lot of people. Great, thank you. Say thank you. It's better than sitting with fakes. It's better than living in delusions. Namaste. Okay? That's also a message to get in yoga. I think some of you have got a lot of projects, a lot of success, but you need a little bit of a decompress. Success is good, money is good, power is good, all of that, but so is just living and just being present and connected to people and enjoying the free things, and, you know, just try to find the balance and calm yourself down. If you want to read it, it's in the iDot. If you want to join the membership and the other locals, the other socials, it's below. I'll speak to you soon.